Most impressive product you ever sold in your career for its time?
TX66 combine was the going back. Oh, like Plaus combine, Lexian combine, in my opinion, was really the best product to sell.
What's the most annoying product?
Like Plaus combine, Lexian combine, Dodge 80 combines was probably sorry, TX66 combine was the going back to the first ones was the worst product.
Of all your co-workers over the years, who would you have a man crush on?
Man crush. Oh my. Ron Browning, obviously. We were bunk buddies one time, Ron and I. I'm buck naked in my truck.
Now that you're retired, tracks or tires?
Tires.
Best Aaron Challoner quote?
Best Aaron Challoner quote.
It's unusual, but not uncommon.
Most uncomfortable situation with a customer?
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. I don't know whether I've told you the story, Dean, about we're right beside Highway 21, and the door swung open, and for whatever reason, I'm buck naked in my truck. I know that for sure. The opportunity presented it to her, so she went in, shut the door, and right beside in the ditch is the guy taking pictures. Then I thought, you know, this is a rental, I'll pay for it. Don't want to hit the guy with the camera. The rest is history. That's one of the many times I've been in trouble. What an idiot I am. I sold a 570R combine to Wayne, at Shoal Lake. His last name,
Chegwin.
Wayne Chegwin. Sold him a 570R and a Ford, it was an 05 combine, so you know the capacity of that, and a 42-foot honeybee head. Delivered the header up there, got it on his combine, went out to his field. He's combining away with an 8820, straight cutting. Right when I'm putting the header on the combine, this guy drives in and says, I'd like to take a video. You'll be out in the field there with cameras, is that okay? And I said, well, it's not my field. You're fine if you stand in the ditch, take pictures of us, whatever. So the combine, the John Deere 8820 is going up and down the field. The hired man's taking over. It's sitting on the headland running. And I'm coming along with the 570R and the 42-foot header. And right beside in the ditch is the guy taking pictures. I get up there and the John Deere doesn't go. And I'm thinking, well, I got this 42-foot header and it was tight. I don't know whether I can get between the fence and the combine, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm a pretty patient guy, but I'm waiting. Finally, I said, I think I can get through there, so I'm just sneaking through there. Don't want to hit the guy with the camera. Combine sticking out there. Get past the combine, just I think, and then I see the side of the combine just start to bow out. Here I caught it with the very end of the header of the big hydraulic motor on the end of the header. Pull it out, the chopper falls off of the combine, down on the ground. I think I even swore that time. And we get out there, we bend this side of this John Deere combine back in and strap it together, and he says, no problem, it's an old combine anyways. And I said, go buy the parts from Harvest Salvage and I'll pay for it. I think that's the one and only time I damaged somebody's equipment, but that's the worst.
Most favorite deal you ever made?
One of the interesting deals that I did, we had a John Deere 9620 tractor, 9520, 9620, 9520, and I sold that tractor to Mike Stahl, Huendon Colony out in Alberta. I swapped them for a 865, MT865. I swapped them even. And they paid the freight coming here, and I paid the freight going out there for the one tractor. And I brought that tractor in. Of course, I had less money in the 865. It was worth more, and I sold that tractor to Gary Gurr, that MT865, he still has it. I took Barry's versatile 1135,
1156.
1156, and I sold it to a Wayne Reese in Saskatchewan, all on kind of one weekend, a week's time, made 10 grand. Cleaned up the deal. Sandy and I drove up, had a great weekend, so that was kind of a fun deal, a little different.
Any Ryan Saramega stories?
Well, lots of Ryan's stories out combining. I heard there was those rumors are around there, but never happened in my truck. I had a good time with Ryan. It was always fun.
Favorite Egg Days theme?
Oh, no doubt. The year we did the Boston Bruin sweaters, hockey sweaters, one of the first times. I still have that picture at home. I think we won the best in show or something that year.
Yeah. Most memorable Egg Days moment?
I'm buck naked in my truck with Dean every year. That's always memorable. Setting up the show with Dean every year. That's always memorable. Dean and I worked very good together, in my opinion anyways.
Want to help with Egg Day setup?
Not a chance.
Using your hands? What's 5 plus 5?
Well, 9.
Chevy or Ford?
Ford.
From the movies, who is your favorite Avenger?
You know, I don't watch that from the... Sorry.
It's okay. Did Sandy prefer you with or without a goatee?
With when I'm snowboarding, without when at other times.
How serious were you when you always said, "That's my down and dirty price"?
You know, that's pretty serious. And when I told guys that was my best price that I could do it, that was pretty well in. Always kind of portrayed that, you know, you can make me an offer and there might be a little room, but that's the best that I can do at this point in time. Yeah.
Did your impression of Paul Kavanagh change after first meeting him?
Obviously. For those guys that remembered, I certainly remember it. I don't know whether anybody else does, but I asked Paul what gave him the opinion to teach us, or why would I listen to him? And I think he's talked for about the next hour who he was and what he'd done. That was interesting.
As a kid, Jim, what made you lock your teacher in an outhouse?
Well, she was doing something, or I guess I was in trouble maybe the odd time, and the opportunity presented it to her. Of course, at a little school in Rapid City, grade 1, and a little outhouse out there. And she went out there for whatever reason. And the door swung open, and for whatever reason, I thought, well, when I got her locked in there, she can't bother me. So she went in, shut the door, and there happened to be a board there, and I put it up against the door. Oh, goodness. I don't remember telling you that story.
What was the fastest speed you ever drove a vehicle?
Oh, well over 200 clicks. About 2 or 3 years ago, I had a Dodge Charger, I think it was, and I was out on Highway 21, and I took a picture of the dash at I think it was 190 kilometers an hour, and then I thought, you know, this is a rental, and I don't know what kind of tires are on this thing. What an idiot I am.
What do you miss about the old shop on 18th Street?
I had an office.
Favorite memory of the old shop?
You know, remember the Christmas we cooked? We cooked a Christmas dinner in there. We brought in a big barbecue from Battlefield, and I went and bought steaks and mushrooms, and man, we had a feast. Gil was here, and we had a bunch of the guys around, and I got in trouble for that because I only cooked for the guys in the shop. I didn't invite all the Tormont from the other building, and that's one of the many times I've been in trouble.
Did you ever break a safety rule at the old shop?
Obviously. No, I wore a safety vest all the time and steel toes, just like I always do all the time, yeah.
You are a snowboarder, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
So then you are in favor of legalizing marijuana?
Not a chance. Well, yeah, obviously.
So, did you smoke a fatty this morning?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Who
I've never inhaled.
Who is your favorite boss of all time?
You know, I've always enjoyed.
Martin Windus.
I thought we had a pretty good relationship. Gil was the guy that called me when I was working at Mazers and asked if I was interested in switching and set up an interview. I interviewed with Gil. Gil and Greg McKee came to Brandon and interviewed me, and of course I didn't know them from a hole in the ground, and I wondered, well, Gil seemed to be nice. I didn't know who this Greg guy was, and the rest is history.
Any special plans for retirement?
Well, I've got lots of work in my basement and stuff at home. Lots of work to do this winter, and get that done by spring. And we're going to take some trips. We're kind of working on a trip right now to head to Alaska. I don't know whether this summer or next summer. Want to do a trip to the East Coast, and who knows from there. You know, we'll spend a little time in some warmer climate, but we're pretty happy with life here, grandkids.
Right on. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, guys.